In biology and ecology, abiotic components or abiotic factors are non-living chemical and physical parts of the environment that affect living organisms and the functioning of ecosystems. Abiotic factors and the phenomena associated with them underpin all biology. Few examples of abiotic factors include the following: gradient, temperature, light, wind, and pH soil levels. Asexual and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction generates offspring that are genetically identical to a single parent. In sexual reproduction, two parents contribute genetic information to produce unique offspring. Sexual and asexual reproduction have advantages and disadvantages, which is why some organisms do both. Sexual reproduction contains two parents, fusion of the female and male cells. Parents and offspring are not identical, they are slower, variation is present in the same species. Asexual reproduction, one parent only, no gametes are produced, parent and offspring are identical, it's faster, and no variation. We decided that sexual reproduction would be better in an environment. Reasons for that is it would be able to adapt to a climate, whereas asexual reproduction is an exact copy of its parent cell, therefore unable to change. Example, we are able to adapt to a cold environment and a warm environment. Bryophytes. Mosses and liveworts are lumped together as bryophytes. They live in moist conditions. The first thing bryophytes need to reproduce is water, since they usually live in places that are moist, at least some of the time. This isn't really a problem for bryophytes. However, they still wait until a rainy period to reproduce, because they need water to carry sperm to their eggs. Bryophytes' reproduction happens in two ways, like with other plants. Remember all that alternation of generation stuff? Asexual reproduction occurs when a sporophyte releases spores, and sexual reproduction happens when gametes fuse and form a zygote.
It's the mountain cypress, okay? But it's very...
As in seed plants, the great diversity of pteridophytes is found in the tropics. The life cycle of pteridophytes exhibits an alternation of generations between gametophytes and sporophytes. The gametophytes are sexually plants producing eggs or sperm or both, and the sporophytes are sexual plants reproducing spores that are capable of producing new gametophytes.
The fiddlehead.
Gymnosperms are a group of plants which produce seeds that are not contained within an ovary or fruit. The seeds are open to the air and are directly fertilized by pollination. Gymnosperms can grow in all types of climates. By far the largest group of living gymnosperms are the conifers. Examples of this are pines, cypresses, and relatives. The angiosperms are vascular seed plants in which the ovule is fertilized and develops into a seed in an enclosed hollow ovary. The ovary itself is usually enclosed in a flower, that part of the angiosperm plant that contains a male or female reproductive organs or both. Angiosperms are able to adapt into any type of climate. Angiosperms vs gymnosperms. Gymnosperm reproduction differs from that of angiosperms in several ways. In angiosperms, the female gametophyte in the ovule exists in an enclosed structure, the ovary. In gymnosperms, the female gametophyte is present on exposed bracts of the female cone and is not enclosed in an ovary. The gymnosperms and angiosperms together compose the spermatophytes, or known as seed plants. The androecium has stamens with anthers that contain the microsporangia. The innermost group of structures in the flower is a gynoecium, or the female reproductive component. The carpel is the individual unit of gynoecium and has a stigma, style, and ovary. A flower may have one or two multiple carpels.